Right now, we have Mr. Groden, who is setting up his line of trajectory with an opinion that possibly the shooter or one of the shooters could have been located or could have been positioned on the grassy knoll. For the most part, the grassy knoll was eliminated because it was in the incorrect position. To establish any accurate lines of trajectory to either of the victims of the shooting. And secondly, there's a very large sign that would have prohibited a shooter from being located in a large portion of that grassy knoll.
It'll go take a slightly curved trajectory as it comes apart.
Renowned wound ballistics expert Larry Sturdivant has developed his own theories about the assassination. He examines the possible trajectory of a bullet from the grassy knoll.
It's obvious that any shot from here, particularly the headshot, would have exited Kennedy's head on the left and probably gone into Jackie, or if it missed Jackie, it would have hit the car. None of those things happened.
Our fourth and final sniper position is behind the stockade fence on the grassy knoll. This is the location many conspiracy theorists believe is the most likely spot for a second gunman. A conclusion reinforced by a photograph taken by Mary Ann Moorman, seen here with her camera in the Zapruder film.
This is where a shape appears in the Mary Moorman photograph of the Kennedy assassination, a shape that is no longer in this location in later pictures. So that was a person. That's the speculation that that shape was actually a grassy knoll gunman, the second gunman in the Kennedy assassination.
Limo and actors move to their mark.
You've certainly got the possibility of a shot there. You're a lot closer, you're a lot more in control of the whole situation.
Is there enough room to track your target to see him in time?
The window's not enormous, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there is sufficient.
So if there were a second gunman in the Kennedy assassination, odds are pretty good that he'd be right here.
Provided he could remain undetected and provided he could get away, yes.
If a gunman had fired from this grassy knoll location, what would have happened to his target inside the limousine? Can we match forensic evidence that exactly duplicates frame 313 of the Zapruder film? In order to find out, we need to go deeper into this investigation than anyone has ever gone before.
Mike, could we go and take a vantage point looking at the grassy knoll and pick some points and look at distances and trajectory from there to the limousine location where the headshot actually occurs? Sure. The 3D laser scan data allows me to look at any shot I want to, including the grassy knoll shot, shots from the 6th floor, missed shots, anything.
It's all about angles and distances.
I'm interested in the distance from the knoll to, say, the headshot, and the knoll to the next shot.
Mike Hague wants to evaluate a grassy knoll trajectory.
Here's the corner of the stockade fence.
Maybe right about behind that tree, around in there. Could we also see what the vertical angle would be, the downward angle? So from the top of the stockade fence, for example, to the president's head.
Sure.
If it came from the knoll, we're looking at about 105 feet.
That's correct.
Okay.
When the distances and angles are all calculated, the answer is clear.
So 105 feet, -4 degrees downward if we define horizontal as 0.
In the 3D virtual Dealey Plaza, a trajectory from the grassy knoll to Kennedy is possible.
The distances are certainly within realm of a typical firearm, but you would have to have had an entrance wound in the front right area of the president's head.
Clearly, the right side of Kennedy's head is terribly injured. His skull is shattered.